Rock me, Al Pacino. Rock me, rock me, rock me, Al Pacino.
Al Pacino, Al Pacino. Al Pacino, Al Pacino, Al Pacino. Al Pacino, Al Pacino. Come on, rock me, Al Pacino. Welcome to yet another episode of 3 Minute Critics.
Don't say yet. It is a glorious new episode.
Yet another episode.
All
I was
right.
building it up.
All right, I disagree.
He's Tony.
I'm Ehrich.
Okay.
And today on 3 Minute Critics, we're reviewing
What do we got?
new Netflix film.
What's it called?
It's called Pray.
Pray.
I pray thee.
Do pray tell.
Pray tell. It's called Pray, P-R-E-Y, from Germany, Deutschland.
German.
And this one is rated TV mature.
It's mature.
It's brand new. It
Fresh.
stars David Kross, Hanno, Koffler, and Maria Ehrich.
Wow.
How you like that?
That's
I don't
wow.
think I said it right.
That's
but-
not even close, I'm sure.
No, I think that was close.
Eche?
No, Ehrich.
Okay, close enough.
Ehrich.
Who is it directed by?
Directed by Thomas Sieben.
I would. That's not enough for me. I would like to know a little bit more about what this.
Let me
movie
give you a
is
little.
about.
Let me give you a little synopsis.
Please do.
All right. For his bachelor party weekend, Roman and his brother Albert and their friends,
all of them,
go on a hiking trip into the forest. When the group hears gunshots nearby,
oh Lord,
they write them off as local hunters in the woods. But as the shots begin to land closer and closer, they quickly find themselves in a desperate bid for survival.
Desperate.
When they realize that they have become the prey.
Oh, good Lord.
Yeah.
That sounds mysterious. It sounds like a deep thriller. It sounds like there's a lot going on there. They're being hunted.
Let's discuss it.
Should we put 3 minutes on the clock?
Please, why don't you do that for me?
I'll do that. 3 minutes on the clock. Tony, give me your thoughts on Prey.
I didn't like this film at all.
He didn't like this film at all. Why did you not like this film? What?
I like the premise of the film, but I feel like that's all there is premise. I don't think it's fleshed out very well in the writing.
What did you like about the premise? What
I like the concept that there's these guys on a bachelor party and they're in the woods, and then there's this lone hunter who's picking them off and hunting them down, and we don't know why. Now, when we find out why, I don't like it.
Yeah.
When we find out about the characters, I feel like it's thin. It's predictable. What happens between the brothers, really predictable. I didn't like the relationship between the main character and his flashback wife or girlfriend. I think are they married?
No, they were going to be because he was his bachelor party. Yeah.
Oh, that was his bachelor.
Yeah,
party.
yeah,
See,
it was his bachelor party.
I didn't feel like the characters are well fleshed out at all. I didn't feel compelled. I didn't feel compelled by the killer.
Weren't drawn in.
I thought that the killer was a little weak in terms of the motivation. And again, one of my biggest pet peeves. Horrible soundtrack. I dislike the music.
He doesn't. If the sound isn't good,
and it wasn't good. Ehrich, what did you think?
One of the finer films I've seen in a while is not how I would describe this.
I scared the shit out of me. You scared
Left turn.
The mierda out of me.
I could not agree more with Tony's breakdown of this. You see this movie too often. You've seen it again and again.
Right.
You get people in trouble, and then there's somebody trying to kill them. Bad decisions. This movie just should be called Bad Decisions.
You mean in terms of the characters or in terms of the filmmakers?
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
In terms of the characters, from the very beginning and all throughout the movie,
the dumbest choices.
It's just the dumbest choices.
They make the dumbest
How
choices.
many times have we seen this type of movie where the characters just make these ridiculous choices? You would never do this.
They could have gotten in the car.
You could have gotten in the car. Why did you not get in the car
and just take off? I was like, well, get in the car.
Then
Why are you talking outside of the car?
You have the secondary story that Tony alluded to that we don't want to break down too much. But it's completely unnecessary. They do these flashbacks to this thing with the brother.
What's with the
There's no
jellyfish,
point.
dude?
And it never ties in. And then the killer, again, the motivation for the killer to be is asinine.
Asinine, thank you. It makes no sense.
Ridiculous.
It's so far-fetched, and there's no way you as an audience member can suspend your disbelief around that.
And then you talk about the music, there's almost no score in this.
There's almost no score.
This is an hour and 27 minutes, I think.
Thank God.
And most of it is just 5 guys walking through the woods.
Yes!
Doing nothing.
The dialogue is terrible. There's no good dialogue. The relationship between the brothers doesn't get built up enough to get destroyed, so you don't care.
No, you don't get. No, you just hope they're going to get killed. So I was, by the end, I'm like, just somebody kill the rest of these people.
Yeah, they're so unlikable. Most of the characters are unlikable.
Yeah, you're like, oh, please, just pick these people off for the love of God. Put them out of their misery. They're stupid.
And then the fight choreography.
Oh, that was great. Yeah, that's believable.
How
Totally believable.
Was that fight?
Not.
It was the worst fight choreography I have seen. I was like,
I just can't even. I can't.
I don't even care if I'm spoiling anything. There's no way she could have overpowered him in that way. There's no way. It made no sense.
It was absolutely ridiculous.
I loved it.
He did
now
not.
it is time to rate this film on a 5-star scale.
Okay.
And Ehrich is going to start from behind the veil.
Whew, thank God, because if you could see this face, it's grimacing. It's grimacing. Like Grimace.
It's a big purple grimace.
Yeah, big purple McDonald's shake-loving, fry-eating grimace. I just don't get why they keep making the same type of thriller movie that these people get lost somewhere. They're ill-prepared. Nobody knows what direction they're going in. They get hurt. They don't have any way to... Oh, I don't have a phone signal. Really? You're out in the middle of the wilderness. You expect you're going to get 5G?
No.
Come on.
They don't have 5G?
The premise behind...
They got no Gs.
They got no Gs. They got nothing. It was just everything was ridiculous because they did not make good decisions ever. The killer didn't make any sense why she would, and nobody's ever going to figure out that she's keeps killing people.
The whole thing, and when he stumbles upon her cabin and he sees
you know what? This whole movie is one giant stumble from beginning to end.
What is your rating?
I give it, for the scenery alone, a half a star.
Oh.
Nothing else gets any points. The scenery in the wilderness gets half a star.
That's a low. We haven't given.
I'm angry.
We haven't given out many. Just have.
You know what? It barely got. If I could give a quarter, I might give it that. Tony, your thoughts?
I'm not sure I can go that low. And here's
you
why.
Should.
Here's why. I want to reserve that. I want to reserve the half star and the 0 stars for something that's worse than this. This is not a good film. It's basically a waste of an hour and 20-something minutes. I wouldn't bother. Is somebody going to write a score? I was telling him that I just watched The Iron Giant last night. I had never seen it before. And I was blown away by the score because no one writes music anymore for movies. And this is
They just write bad scripts.
Anyway, you've heard it all from him. I completely agree. I give it 1 star.
Man, that's
generous. It is generous.
Incredibly generous.
It is generous.
It's
no good.
The Prey should have been...
They should pray that people watch this film because
nobody's going to.
And in general, we tend to like the German sensibility.
Yeah,
we both like German art, German films, and this
could not have missed more. Don't. Just don't.
Just don't.
But what you should do is...
What should you do?
You should... we should... Thank you for watching, you should, like, subscribe, ring the bell, because...
You can ring my bell! All right,
Yeah. We digress. Leave your comments below. We love it when we hear from you, because we get to banter a little bit. But... we are so out of time.
We're done rings, baby. We're out of here.
We're done. We're ringed. We're deep fried.
We're deep fried and we're gone.
But until next time,
we are the
3
Minute
Critics.
Bye-bye. Auf Wiedersehen. If you buff your balls, then slick balls slide. You know what I'm saying?